still patched into Drake's comm system. I've intercepted enough radio chatter to learn that Drake's combat troops have overtaken the defense platform. Some of the original crew might still be alive, but I can't confirm that. I can tell you that Drake's deployed a laser defense net, which draws power from the platform's core. Rather enjoyed your company, James. Do be careful. Call out.
You're on a fool's errand, Mr. Bond. I've just locked the launch sequence. Nothing can stop Operation Nightfire, not even my own death. That's a theory I mean to test. You've already failed miserably. But tinker with my missiles if you must. It'll make a splendid target for my laser cannons.
James, the missiles. You won't be able to disarm the warheads in time. Your only hope is to sabotage the launch system in some way. You'll have to disable them manually. Each launch gantry has a weak coupling that you can melt with your laser.
Alright, so I fucked up because I didn't understand which one on the map it was referring to, because it's literally been that long. I like being upside down, it's pretty cool. What? No, like, I honestly was confused. Alright, let's sink ourselves down a little bit, Mr. James Bond, sir. Alright, so we kill him. Alright, he's gone. You're right there, you're gone. It should be referring to this missile. Which, I mean, I suppose I shot it down when it was too late. Yeah, it's definitely this missile, alright. And get up, because that'll make an explosion, and you don't want to be hit by it. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Done. Alright, 2 of these guys, 3 of these guys. I miss all 3 fucking times. Die, please. You're actually making me quite anxious. Like, I'm not bad at this game, I'm really not. But, you know, every time I say something positive, the higher authority makes it opposite. Good God! Shoot them! Why are you here? Go! Don't you have, like, a vacation to have? Space isn't a good vacation, I can assure you. I've been there. I haven't actually been there. Could you imagine how, like, crazy it's going to be when that is a place you can go on vacations? It's going to be the hottest spot on this side of town, because it'll be so far out of this side of town, it'll be in space. Die, die. You can't actually kill them at first. Yeah, thanks, I can't see. Hold on a second, stop shooting me so I can kill the missiles. But we're supposed to protect the missiles. No! You're supposed to go home to your wife and kids. Go home to them. Instead, you chose to fly into the endless abyss hell of space. You'll never be seen again. Alright. Ow! I can't see because I'm being killed. Open up. I need to finish you off. I don't want to die. Extra crispy, please. I actually got in trouble because I said that to someone at school. They're like, that's insensitive. I'm like, oh well. Teacher was a bit of a twat anyway. I didn't really like her. That was high school. See, in the real world, people should learn to have testicles and man the fuck up on a joke. I'm sure I've ranted on that 1,000 times before. There you go. I blew it. You're done. Alright, so Drake's hanging in there. He don't care. I can shoot him. I can't shoot him. But it's kind of cool, though, to watch this. If you actually pay attention to it. It's probably going to be bad news for me, but, I'm done! What are you barking orders at me for? Yeah, I know, I'm watching. And then he's gone. And then the next thing you know, he's out here shooting missiles at you and stuff. And you gotta try and figure out where he is. I don't know where he is. I see the missiles. I see him. Okay, see, it's hard because he's black on a black background. But he killed me. Fuck this game. Why am I so awful at it? Look, guys, he's below us. So when he breaks out of there, he ends up down here. Ow! I mean, it's hitting an invisible wall and it's hurting me. Where are you? I can't see! You're black! You're above me, aren't you? That's probably why. Don't be above me, it's rude. I'm the one on top of this relationship, sir. We're gonna have to teach you some manners. If I could ever, and I mean ever actually hit you, which I cannot. There we go, I hit you once. And twice. Maybe a third time. Please stop shooting at me. Is he dead? No. I'm trying.
Shaken, not stirred. Or is it stirred, not shaken? Definitely stirred.
Astronomers from around the globe are reporting unexpected meteor showers. Well done, 007.
Then I'm sure the world won't mind my taking a few days off. We'll let the autopilot be our designated driver.
Oh, James.
Okay. We did it. I'm horrible at this game, apparently. And I also kind of like Drake's death. Kind of, because it's like, oh, when you think about it, you know, he's just gonna fly off into space until he eventually suffocates and dies. You know, when you think about it that way, it's kind of cool. But, I mean, in other words, it's just not as interesting as Kiko's, you know, being lit on fire by a rocket. I don't know. It's cool, but I hope I showed the countdown more, because if not, I apologize. Actually, if you're seeing all of these videos, I apologize, because I feel like this has just been a really off session, but... what are you gonna do, I guess? I mean, part of me wants to keep it, another part's like, maybe I should strive for better, but I mean, I don't really know until I see the videos. Like, I try not to get rid of footage just because I did bad in it, because, you know, failures are supposed to be entertaining, so... there's my reasoning. Anyway, credits are going on, probably, so let's watch, I suppose.
Working for over 20 months, the team at EA Games developed James Bond 007 Nightfire. 3 core international teams in the United States, England and Canada, programmers, writers, artists, designers and animators, collaborated to create an unparalleled James Bond experience. Adding to the fantasy, Agent 007 looks and feels just like the film star himself, Pierce Brosnan. Thanks in part to a laser scanning process that captured the features of his face using over 250,000 data points, Brosnan's persona as 007 brings the Bond film star into the hands of game players.
When you see Pierce Brosnan in the game, you see Pierce Brosnan. He's the epitome of James Bond, debonair, suave, charismatic. Came out great. And I think he brings a certain authenticity and personality to the character just like he does in the film. So when you see him wink or raise his eyebrow, you're definitely seeing the real McCoy.
Fast cars are another part of the James Bond equation. The Aston Martin V12 Vanquish. The Vanquish, also featured in this year's Bond film Die Another Day, sports a 6-litre V12 engine with a Formula 1 style transmission. It can go from 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds and reach speeds in excess of 190 miles per hour. To bring this amazing vehicle into the game, the design team at EA worked with Aston Martin to capture all of the exact specs and performance attributes of the car, then created a 3D mesh in the digital realm. From fast cars to beautiful women and exotic locations, James Bond 007 Nightfire is packed with all the elements that make it classic James Bond, allowing the player to live out the fantasy of the world's best secret agent.
I know EA gets a lot of hate, like they really do, but for what it's worth, they've always delivered pretty good James Bond games, and that's kind of what I liked. Rare did an alright job with GoldenEye, but I feel like the standards were kind of risen some once they took Rare's original design and was like, okay, well, let's take this and make it better, because it kind of did. And it's only gone up from there. Like, World's Not Enough was an improvement, Nightfire was a dramatic improvement, From Russia loves a good game. I don't know if I really call it improvement. Yeah, no, it's good. Agent Under Fire I don't know about. I heard it's decent, so I mean that's still on my to-do list of games to try out. And that's also EA. So as much shit as it gets, I mean, it's not awful. It's really not. Like, I know they threw in that little thing just to like pride themselves, I guess, but they did a good job, and I like this game a lot. I mean, I apologize if the walkthrough was pretty crap. I guess it was served as more of an entertainment purpose than anything. I mean, if you really need help with a James Bond game, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, like you didn't know an objective or something, because most of it's pretty straightforward, actually. Like, the only thing you gotta do is what? Like, disable a computer? There you go. Install a keyworm? Like, it's real simple. The decryptor is the only thing I really ever had a challenge with in this game. You know, it's a great game. The credits here are longer than life itself, so I'm going to relay an important message, and I hope to God this actually gets out. I mean, I understand if it couldn't, but I guess to those of you who actually watched, you know something super important now. And after I'm done talking, if you want to skip through the rest, I don't care. But currently today's date, I don't have it on my, I don't have my phone on me. I want to say it's June 24th. That should be today's date. Alright, so I meant to make an update video about this like the last few weeks or whatever, but I haven't. When I tried, it fucked up, or I just wasn't happy with it, so I've been lazy. I've got a bunch of stuff I need to take care of. To put it simply, I graduated university on the 20th, so I'm done now. I'm thrown out in the real world. Right now I'm currently just visiting family, because my family's about to depart and move to New York. And before they do that, it's like, okay, well, let's just hang out a little bit, and then we'll both go our separate ways when it rolls around. And it's important because I'm moving too, which means, you know, my certainties with the internet are kind of limited. I mean, it's a goal, but I mean, just throwing it out there, I'm not dead in case you don't see anything from me for a while. I'm not trying to avoid you guys, because I know people have actually asked and all that sometimes when I would disappear, which I didn't think anyone would notice, but thank you. Yeah, no, like, I may disappear anytime after this playthrough, but I'm not dead. While I'm out here on break, though, I am going to try and record extra stuff just so I have other stuff to put out, more content. Excuse me. It may be maybe short content, but yeah. Like, I figure while I'm here, there's a certain co-op thing me and my brother can take care of to finish off a franchise, because we never actually thought we were gonna do it, but I bought it. I was like, hey, this is $2. We should totally LP this. And he just looked at me like, fuck you. So I might see if I can't try and release that before I fall into the abyss of hell of real life. But I mean, yeah, no, just know that I'm not trying to avoid you guys. Oh yeah, I also got a bunch of other stuff, actually, while I was out, because upon graduating, before that, I got some product shots I did for the guy, and he paid me, and I was like, you know what, I should use this and have some fun with it. So I bought like 7 games for under $20, most of which I could actually see myself LPing, like I want to say 5 of the 7, 2 of which are definite. One of them is a blind playthrough of a game called Manhunt 2. I know nothing about it, but from what I read, it's supposed to be more like psychological horror action or some shit. So it has my interest, and I hope to God it turns out as an interesting LP. It's one that I didn't really plan. It was just like, oh hey, this is like a few dollars and sounds interesting, let's try it. And I thought maybe we could revisit a Silent Hill type ability with, you know, a blind playthrough of a hopefully interesting game. So that's a thing that I'm gonna do. The only thing that actually concerns me is, of all the games, ironically enough, most of them are like action based. So I hope no one thinks, oh no, JCR stopped doing games that are super mellow, now he's all mature. No, it's just coincidental. Like, I want to get to doing Donkey Kong 64 at some point. It's just having the amount of time to get that entire game completed and recorded. That's what's holding me back right now. Because that's one I'd like to do. I still want to do Kirby 64. That's one I'd like to do. Super Metroid, because I've been playing through that and I'm like, you know, I need to LP this at some point. It's been a while since I've done it, so Super Metroid's one I want to take care of at some point. Now that we've done Nightfire, I want to do From Russia with Love next, and I'm quite the fan of that game, and I think it would be pretty cool for an LP format. So don't be surprised if you see James Bond actually within a year's time or less. So yeah, that's a thing. There's another action game that I'm not gonna say because it's a standalone title, and it'd be like just, oh hey, let's just play this one game from like not a franchise at all, just, you know, standalone. I mean, I've also expressed opinions on No More Heroes 2, and I still haven't finished the game, but I mean, maybe, because I have this weird feeling, it's like, you know, maybe if I LP it, maybe I'll enjoy it, and maybe it'll motivate me to finish the game. But I'm just so torn on it. So I mean, No More Heroes 2 is an option for things I could do. It's been a while actually since I've done a Super Mario game, so Galaxy's been one that I've honestly hoped by the time I got to Galaxy I'd have like better recording equipment, but I've had the same capture card for 5 fucking years. So I guess it's not going anywhere. We might as well just dive into Galaxy sometime soon too. The point to that statement was the idea that I'm not quitting on all the more laid-back games. I mean, I have announced a lot of things that I... Just so you guys know what I want to do, I mean, another one of the games that I just bought that I've considered doing, I bought both games of it, is Red Steel, because I've heard it's good. It's like, okay, well maybe if I enjoy this game, maybe it would make a good LP. So I mean, I think of that, it would probably behave kind of like No More Heroes or something, I guess. I don't know, I'm interested in it, so I figured I'd buy it, try it out. There's another N64 standalone title I want to LP. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. It happens to be this thing where it's like, I think I'm done with N64 games just to see another one and be like, oh, that'd be cool to LP. The only hint I guess I could give you is, I don't know if I should actually say it, because I might give away too much. I'm trying to think of all of the games that company has made, because that's the hint, is who developed it. But I want to say I've done actually a lot of games by that company now, anyway, so it might be giving away too much. See, I guess for safety's sake I won't say the company, but I'm sure you guys probably find a way to piece it together. There's also maybe a co-op on the N64 that I might do as well. I mean, I never thought of it as a thing I would, but just an option. You know, in case I ever run out of things to do. This is cool background, credits are over. Do I push start? Okay, it did it for me. Alright guys, That's been Nightfire. Alright, so hopefully what you've gathered from that are what I would, you know, I've got a bunch more games that I want to cover, and I bought some more games. They might be a little bit more mature, but that doesn't mean I'm changing who I am. I've got a lot of everything that I want to do. That, and if I end up disappearing, I'm not dead, I'm just trying to not be homeless. And I'm, working on internet. I mean, I've talked to, you know, internet's more than likely a definite, so it's just a matter of when and sorting things out, that's all. So just be patient with me, that's all I'm asking for, because moving takes a lot out of you. So, I'll see you guys with the next project. Hopefully it'll be before August. See you guys later, Jason4R.